So, I like Trunks and Mai.
Move this man!
Yes, I'm aware of their issues. In fact, my first ever discussion video was just about dissecting the issues. I recommend watching that video first before this. I'll wait. Are you done? Okay, good, because I have a confession to make. I think I was wrong. I know. I'm not afraid to admit when I made a mistake, nor am I afraid to admit that I changed my mind. Because now I do agree. Trunks and Mai are problematic. Or at least the kids are. Okay, so although I admit that present Trunks and Mai are an issue, I still like future Trunks and future Mai. But isn't that hypocritical? They still have that enormous age gap to the point where Mai can be Trunks' mother. Well, first, they both met each other when they were both adults, both physically and mentally. At that point, you are old enough to choose who you want to date, as long as they're past the age of consent. Second, future Trunks and future Mai's romance is very tame. They think holding hands is risky. Third, they are a very cute couple together. Most of the couples of Dragon Ball are just bickering married couples, so future Trunks and future Mai is a breath of fresh air for the franchise. Also, couples with a big age gap in anime is nothing new. Some age gaps are even as large as 100 years, so I don't view future Trunks and future Mai as an issue like the fanbase say it is. Present Trunks and Mai, on the other hand, Admittedly, I did ship present Trunks and Mai in the past. In fact, I made them a couple in my Goten Black fanfic. Which is a regret now. I was just a naive shipper back then, and I didn't really think much about it. It wasn't until I stumbled across this article about Trunks and Mai that brought up a good point. To some, it would be like if Goku took an interest in Bulla when he reverted into a child in Dragon Ball GT. That's actually a good point. I never really thought about it like that. Going back to GT, when Goku was turned back into a kid, GT cleverly made it so that Goku and Chi-Chi didn't have any romantic moments together. It was implied they stayed together, but there were no moments when they kissed or even hugged each other. So even GT didn't even step in those borderlines. Intentionally.
I hope you enjoy your honeymoon.
Just this scene alone sparked so much fan arts, fanfics, and fan accounts. Getting back to focus though, present Trunks and Mai are problematic because although Mai is now a physical child, she's still mentally an adult. We can make theories all we want, headcanons that her new form is like reincarnation. But if the show doesn't outright confirm it, then that's all they are, headcanons. If anything, the show hammers more that she is still mentally an adult, with her downright saying it during the Battle of the Gods movie and having a crush on future Trunks, who is closer to her real age. Yeah, this is why people have issues with this ship. I believe if Super just had regressed her as both physically and mentally a kid, then the fanbase wouldn't have much of a problem with this ship. It still would be weird, but this is Dragon Ball. It's the norm. But because the show reminds us that she is an adult trapped in a kid's body, then it makes this ship pedal. Now I do want to make the point that Mai is not grooming Trunks. Present Trunks is the one simping for her in both show and manga, and present Mai makes it clear that she doesn't see him that way. However, in the pre-superhero arc, Mai does go on a date with present Trunks, which raises many concerns to the fans, rather than getting fans excited, which is not what you want your ship to do. You want to excite the fans. You don't want them to start calling up Chris Hansen. I think a lot of fans agree that it's better for Trunks to have a completely new love interest, to just drop this ship altogether, as not many people really support it. Although it breaks my heart as a veteran Trunks and Mai shipper all the way in the Battle of Gods movie, I have to admit that it would be the best option. Admittedly, this ship isn't that popular. In fact, videos or comics with this couple usually spawned creeped out fans rather than support. We'll probably never see the best version of this couple again, with future Trunks and future Mai off living in another timeline. Finally, this couple isn't really worth the controversy. Although I do praise their future counterparts for being a healthy, cute couple, their present selves are the complete opposite. First, Trunks is just a simp for a girl who makes it obvious that she doesn't like him. Second, Trunks doesn't even know her real age, which is concerning, especially if they do end up together. Imagine finding out after the wedding your spouse is actually 30 years older than you. Finally, Mai even admits she's in love with his future self. Yeah, not doing a good job reeling people to your ship. If anything, this fuels the fire for anyone who hates Trunks and Mai. However, I don't know if Toriyama and Toyotaro will drop this ship. Although I know Trunks and Mai are controversial here in the West, I don't know if the East view them as such. Think about it. Toriyama and Toyotaro will value Japan's opinion more than any other country. So if Japan isn't having an outroar, then why should Toriyama and Toyotaro even bother changing it? Sometimes Toriyama goes against fans' wishes and just does his own thing. So if Toriyama is really set on Trunks and Mai being the end goal, then he'll most likely go through with it. So what now? Well, if present Trunks and Mai are going to happen, then I'd like to offer a few suggestions on how to fix this ship. Whether fixing mistakes in the past or setting up a potential relationship in the future. Option 1. Make Mai an actual kid. Regressing her as a physical child doesn't mean she's a real child. If she's still mentally a 41-year-old, then she's still an adult. Make her so she's mentally 12 like Kid Trunks. You don't need to erase her memories, but make it clear she's a real kid. Option 2. Address the age gap. Either Mai tells Trunks or Trunks finds out, but this has to be addressed. It can even be humorous, with Trunks reacting dramatically or him not caring. Joke's on you, I'm into that shit. Either way, it has to be addressed. It would be so weird if Trunks and Mai get together, even having a family together, and Trunks never finds out Mai first met his mother before him. Option 3. Get rid of Mai's crush on future Trunks. Love triangles are stupid. There, I said it. What's even more stupid than a love triangle, you may ask? How about a love square? Between the same couple? Yeah, I don't think anyone liked this subplot in the Goten Black arc, even Trunks and Mai shippers. This subplot only reinforces Mai's mentality as an adult, which is something we want to change. Kids should be with kids, and adults should be with adults. This isn't hard, people! Option 4. Have Trunks and Mai be a cute couple. As stated before, this isn't a well-liked or popular ship. Fans are rooting for this couple not to work. So having them as the bickering couple isn't going to work. What made their future counterparts work is they were good partners and cared for one another. Let's see some of that in their present selves. Option 5. Develop their relationship. What makes a good love story work is watching your two characters fall in love. From the first attraction to them confessing, this helps hook your audience to your love story as they wait patiently for them to finally get together. If you've seen my top 6 Dragon Ball ships, I gave the number 1 spot to Gohan x Videl for that reason alone. Seeing their journey from rivals to friends to lovers and finally a married couple. If we see Trunks and Mai go through something similar, then we could get another great couple out of this. I don't really know if Toriyama and Toyotaro will follow these tips. In fact, I'm not sure what their plans are for this minor ship. Maybe they'll scrap Mai as she's not seen in the original ending of Z. Or maybe they'll just go through with this couple, as the ending of Z has pretty much been retconned at this point. I'm just hoping if they do decide to keep this ship as their end goal, they can at least make it less creepy, or at least address the elephant in the room. Until then, I guess we just have to wait and see. Also, to my Goten Black fans, I'm going to keep Trunks and Mai a couple since I already established it in the beginning of the story. It would be weird if they suddenly went from dating to platonic friends in a day with no explanation. But for my fanfic, Present Mai is mentally a kid, so don't freak out. Just wanted to address that. Okay, play that ending. Guess what? I just started making my own comic series. My first short just came out. Please go check it out. If I could summarize what Generation Defenders is about in 2 words, it would be stranger danger. I'm really excited about rebooting my original comics, and I hope you guys can go check it out. But what about Goten Black? It's still coming. I just want to do new things too. Don't worry. In fact, you can read the available pages on my Patreon right now, get behind-the-scenes commentary, and get updates on my new pages of Goten Black every Thursday. It's just $3 a month, and it'll help us get Goten Black out quicker. Think $3 is too much? That's okay, because Goten Black Chapter 6, Part 1 and 2, no audio, is now available on my channel membership for $1.99. We also have super things if you want to make a one-time donation, which will be shout out in our community tabs and in our next videos. Speaking of which, shout out to all my Patreon members. You guys are incredible. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe to help support the Goten Black project. I can't believe we actually almost got to 2.5k subs. That's double from last year. Subscribe to help us get to 5k. Bye guys!